Good morning, year one. It is the last lesson of your computing learning for this half term. It's week 6 and it's our lesson 4 on our maze runners. And today I really want you to have lots of fun thinking about all the things you've been learning about in terms of making programs to order the direction of different people and objects, to think about the level of turns of our right turns and left turns and how we can call them both clockwise and anti-clockwise and how they work. And I want to make sure that you've got a chance to have a play with some of those features and show off what you've learned. So let's get cracking straight away today and straight into our parts. As usual, if you ever want to pause me as I'm talking, to go through as I'm going through what I'm going on the board, that's absolutely fine and a really good thing to be doing. Now, in your quiz this week, you probably got given these questions and these things you wanted to talk about. Which was an arrow? What does an arrow show? Well, an arrow should show the direction. That should have been the button you picked on because it will show you, the arrowhead will show you the direction of movement for the object behind it. And a left turn is, well, last week we spoke about the fact that a right turn was clockwise because if you're looking at a clock and it's ticking along through, that's going to the right of the hand. And a left turn is therefore anti-clockwise. Anti meaning not clockwise. Okay, so anti-clockwise. Okay, we've also then got this. It was a really good 2 key words we've been learning about, the idea of an algorithm. I've used that word quite a few times. That algorithm is the set program. Once you put in the algorithm, the rocket last week was following that journey all the way through your program. And debugging, this is where if you had a problem, it's not to do with Beatles. This is where if there was an issue you were having with your program and it wasn't quite going in the right direction, you could pause, have a look at where that mistake was and fix it. What you're doing there is debugging. So that is false. It's not removing Beatles. It's helping us make sure our program is clear. Now, for today, there is some final language I would like us to be using. These are challenge, rewind, and instruction. I'll be talking a little bit about each of these in turn as we go through, but words you learned last time was arrow and extend, okay? And we're going to be extending our learning today with you completing a bit of your own challenge where you set the task for someone else to have a go at. That's what I'm looking for you to do today. So let's have a little look and see if we can have a go together. So as usual, what you should do is make sure that you have logged on to your Purple Mash and then gone to your tools and gone to our to go. Now, as usual, I will translate this for you in the to-dos. So if you can't find it on your to-dos, this is how you can go about making sure you can get into there. So we launch the app. Now, usually we've been going to the challenges and there are a few more challenges in there if you want to go in your own time and have a go. But for you today, you can be creating your own challenge. So you can create your own ideas based on your own background. So if I click on this one here, I can go into a paint box here and I can create my own drawings. Now I can do that in lots of different ways. I could draw lines showing a road that I want mine to go onto or a river. You can have some fun using this to create your own journey. You can see here I'm creating a bit of a river that's curling round along here and then maybe it comes round and down to the right. I could have a ship that has to try and navigate this particular type of river. That could be what I choose to do. I can then fill it. So if I just draw a bit of an end to my river there, for example, your river might go all the way around. I can then click and I can fill this box here. I'm just going to make sure actually I finish off the end of that there to make sure I don't have any last bits of my river coming out. I can then click here and fill that bit there and I can make my river. I can then fill the rest of it by changing the color down here to green. I can make it land around here and then I've got my river. Okay. I can click OK and it will take me to that across here. I might want a slightly different animal. So I could have, if I click on here, I can change my animal, this little button here. I click on that and I can edit. Now here I could choose, they call it a turtle. We call these things that move through its hair turtles. I could choose the fish and I could have the fish come down in here and I could use the fish in my river. However, I could also go on here and I could make my own. Now, if I make my own, I can pick one that already exists. So I could use one of these ones across here. I can have a look inside of here and maybe I could even find, if I was looking for a boat, I could maybe go down to, maybe there's an old in vehicles or sea. There might be something that I can have a look at, transport. There might be something in there, but I am going to try and paint my own. So again, I'm in this wooden ship. I'm going to click and draw down the base of my boat. You guys, I'm sure, will be much better at this than I am. And I'm going to draw this fill my box, my ship, there it is, fill my ship, and I am going to go back to that one there. I'm going to color and create a sail off the top of my boat, down here and around. And again, I'm sure your drawings will be way better than my drawing. Bring it up. that white space there, and I've got a ship. Now you don't need to fill the entire box. You can see that I've got little bits of gray squiggly lines. That will show me where the rest of the background will form on my particular ship. Okay, I'm actually naming my ship. I'm going to name my ship HGA because it's a scroll down to find more colors. And I'm going to look for, there it is. I'm going to look for a red for our HGA, and I can go H. Oh, I probably haven't left myself enough space. Let's just put HG for Harris Garrard. There we go. Full boat. And there it is. There is my boat now. And I can then use that boat for directions. Now, I could use the functions that it's giving me here, just the left and the right, but we've been using more complex functions. So if you want a setting box here, click on the settings, and you can choose one of the direction pages that we are talking about. So we have got to the stage, we use this one here with our left and right and using the number keys, but I can go even further across and use these diagonals here. In general, you can look at some other things like our programs, so stopping length, toggle grid, and stretch diagonals, but don't worry about that one. We're just keeping on this one here, and I'm going to use this box here. Now I've got a few different parts here, and I can have my audience try and navigate this. So if I want to try and navigate this, I might write that down here where it says your name here. I might write down navigate the riddle game. So for example, I could maybe go right 1, 2, 3, 4 in my river. So let's go right. Oh, then I need to keep to my river. So maybe if I go right one more and then down one, right one and down one. There we go. I have managed to go through my river. Now, I'm sure yours will be way better than this, and you might even think about it. You don't want to start with your own ideas. If you want to draw use something that's already there, you can also come back out. If I exit this, I could always have saved this if I wanted to share my work. If I then go back down to Go, and I launch the app, I'd like for it. So instead of making my own, I can pick a background. So if I scroll through here, I can pick a background I like. So I might want to use this background here because I've got a nice town there, and I've got my car. So I might move my car up here, for example. Maybe it wants to live up here, and I might say that it might be drive mosque. I can see there's a mosque there, so I could drive to the mosque, or I could drive to the bank, or I could drive to the pet shop. Maybe my food, so maybe I might go to the pet shop, drive to the pet shop, and then I can think about, again, making this more complex by going on settings and make it this direction here. Remember, you can pause me at any point, replay these, have a look at what I'm doing in a bit more slow motion, should you need to, okay? So click OK, and then I've got my window here, and I can go right, say 5, see how that goes there. And then I might go down 1, 2, 3, down 3. And I might go right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right 5. Okay. So my lovelies, this is now over to you, year one. It is your choice. If you can create your own algorithm and run that algorithm, maybe you want to draw and paint your own fabulous scenes, or maybe you want to create a story using one of the ones that we've already got. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Again, at the end of this, there'll be a short quiz just to check in that you've understood the learning you've been looking at today. And if you want any help with any of this, go and talk to your teachers in your live lessons. I will see you hopefully after the half term back in school. I hope you have a lovely time, guys. Bye-bye.